Hey there, it's Roland and Getting It Done North of 7, and today we're making the best corn pudding recipe ever. Okay, so this corn pudding is supposed to be very easy. So this is why I'm making it. I'm giving Beth a day off, and I'm going to get started on this corn pudding. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to preheat the oven to 350. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to add 1 can of creamed corn. I'll get a spoon. Then you want to add 1 can of drained whole corn. And then you want to add what it calls for is Jiffy corn muffin mix or cornbread mix. I couldn't find that, so I'm using cornmeal. So it asks for, I believe it's a box of that Jiffy corn muffin mix, and it comes at 240 grams. So we'll just pour that in here. Then you want 2 mixed up eggs, blended eggs, whatever you call it. Told you, I'm not a cook. I don't do a lot in the kitchen. And it calls for 1.5 sticks of melted butter. Well, here in Canada, we don't normally buy our butter in sticks. So I figured it out, I Googled it, and it came to 1/2 cup of butter, melted butter. Pour that in there. So now we just have to stir this well. Mix it all up really thoroughly. Like my bowl spinning technique. There we go. So now we add in 1 cup of sour cream. And I'll stir the sour cream into this mixture. Now, this is a copycat of Mama Z's channel. Mama Z made this recipe right here for corn pudding. And she says it was the tastiest food she ever put in her mouth, and I'm like, okay, that's gotta be good, right? So I had to try it. So that's what we're doing. She says it's simple and easy, and you know what? This is easy. I'll finish mixing this thoroughly and then we'll add it to a baking dish. The baking dish is about 9 by 13 in size, but you can use any dish that's similar to that size. I'm going to use a coconut oil spray just to coat this dish. There we go. Now we'll just add this into the dish. Now you might ask why I would try something like this. Well, I love cornbread. When we go south, we go to restaurants like the Cracker Barrel or Bob Evans or any restaurant in the south, and they have cornbread. Always try to get cornbread. Now I know this isn't cornbread, but it's corn pudding. It's got to be good. So we'll give it a shot. I'll just smooth this out in the dish. Now Mama Z said she was down in New Orleans for her honeymoon, and she went to a barbecue place. It was called Voodoo Barbecue. And she asked what they had, what was good on their menu, and they brought her beef, pulled pork, and they had this, I guess, on the plate or in a side dish, and she was just blown away with it. So there it is, and now we'll just put it in the oven for 30 to 35 minutes or until it's golden brown. Okay, I just took the corn pudding out of the oven and it's golden brown, and we're just gonna let it cool for a minute and then we'll cut it up and see what it tastes like. All right, now we're gonna give this corn pudding a try. I'll just get a small piece because it isn't dinner time yet. It looks good, nice and golden brown. Looks good. Well, for my first time, it looks really good. It's not wet looking. I saw online that it could end up wet, and they say you put your corn in a frying pan and just fry it up with some butter for a little bit just to dry the corn out, but I didn't have to. I didn't even try that. So we'll give this a try. That's all right. It's almost like cornbread with corn in it. So yeah, it was a success. I'm glad I tried it. It is really good. And be sure to head over to Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. I'm going to put her link down below in the description. I copycatted this recipe from her, but I had to try it out and it worked out great, and I'm happy about it. It's very easy. So you guys know what to do. Go down below, hit that subscribe button and all the other buttons. I won't repeat it over and over. And I'd really appreciate it. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video.